Okay, so looking at the ancient map of Piri Reis, this one has completely astonished contemporaries, but also there's some problems with this map. This is one of the several maps from 1513 showing unknown lands, impossible knowledge, and superb accuracy. This map also shows both Americas. Reis's map should literally not exist in the 16th century, especially at the start of the 16th century. There's no way anyone could have drawn such an accurate map such a long time ago. It's just very difficult. The first instruments for calculating the longitude was invented in 1761 by John Harrison. That's just one example. Before that, there was no way to accurately calculate longitude so accurately, and this is why this is quite suspicious. So Piri Reis had some knowledge, he was given some hidden knowledge, and he showed that knowledge on the map. The question is the following: who gave him this knowledge, and also these hidden lands, who are secretly hidden at the moment, the land of fire and all these lands effectively, which are off the charts, right? What the heck was going on there, and who gave him this particular insight in the technique and knowledge to build this crazy map? Guys, that is one of the most biggest mysteries right now in the world, to be honest. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is things that a scholar named Bharavaja Maharishi described in his book of different types of flying machines a long time ago. Back in the day, people said that this was basically just fantasy. At the end of the 19th century, this book for this writer was categorized as mythological. Aviation at that time was in its infancy. Modern scientists, after reviewing the studies, having studied the Vimaniska Shastra, have unequivocally declared that this work of this scholar has nothing to do with fairy tales. It is competently written in technical work. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? So there we have it again, ancient Indian knowledge, people from the past who had knowledge and expertise to draw flying machines, very technical in their knowledge. Why is that? Because maybe, just maybe, back in the day before the last reset, these flying machines were actually used in society. However, maybe we'll never find out if they were actually used or not. But remember, these people used this and made this technical analysis and interesting stuff here, which are just absolutely amazing back in the day, hundreds of years ago. Just insane. Okay, so you guys know about Sahara, you know, that big desert in the world. Well, guess what? In addition to sands, this place also has intact dams. That's right, dams used for retaining water. So before, back in the day, there must have been water there and someone must have built them there. This photo, for example, shows a 200-meter dam near the Red Sea. There is no information about it, and there are also no photos about it apart from Google Maps, effectively from satellite photos. So yeah. Also, the strange thing about this is that there are no settlements in a radius of 300 kilometers from this dam. So effectively, this is a vestige of the past. This thing was there before the reset happened and before Sahara was turned from a quite powerful area with lots of green spaces and nature and trees and forests and everything to a desert, because they had to eliminate those people for whatever reason. And now this guy's just shows that, yeah, there's still some, you know, some interesting things there which show that this culture in Sahara had before lots of water. How did this appear? Obviously, you can talk about, you know, nuclear bombs, thermal bombs, for example. I mean, there's also different technologies they could have used back in the day to just reset different continents as they see fit, effectively. Now, let's go back, guys, to the 16th century, to a very strange celestial phenomena. In April 1561 in Nuremberg, that's right, hundreds of different spheres and cylinders have appeared and strange objects move chaotically in the sky. People describe this as an aerial battle, a battle in the sky. It was followed by the appearance of a large black triangular object. Okay, it then crashed outside of the city of Nuremberg. This fact is actually officially documented. The documents are in Switzerland, the city of Zurich. Alright, the document says there was a fight in the sky with ships and battleships, guys. That is just insane. Early 16th century, guys, remember, we are not alone, and this just proves it 100%. And finally, guys, let's look at this very interesting photo. Of course, we know back in the days there were different buildings and different interesting photos of illumination before the invention of the electricity. And this brings us all the way back to the lost, knowledge of Tartaria, the old empire, all this stuff. Now, what are these balloons, right? These balloons were called heliodotes, alright? And it's very easy to make them. The clues of its name itself, and more specifically in the helium. When you pass current through helium-filled tubes, you observe discharges of different colors. Depending on the pressure of the gas in the tube, it is enough to fill a glass ball with helium and create an electric current. Okay, and the supply voltage of the helioid was generated by any dome installation. For a reason, balloons were placed on elevations and next to metal spire antennas to capture, most likely, the kind of like etherical energy, and use that to harness the balloon and then create light from the balloon itself via a reflection. So yeah, pretty awesome, isn't it? Pretty crazy how the people from the day used helium as a technology to illuminate the streets and also illuminate towers back in the day, even well before the invention of the electricity, guys. And that's it for today's video. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you guys later in the next uploads. Bye.